Your work never stops, but it is nice to be back in a gathering where seekers come, vibrating life, asking through your vibration, not only with your words, seeking conscious awareness of why your life is playing out as it is, yes? Sometimes as physical beings, you come to rely on action and words to make your life as you want it to be. And then you find such frustration because sometimes you speak words and offer actions that are contrary to the vibration that you are offering. In other words, when you say, I really hope that something turns out well, when you really do not expect it to, your words of hope sound cheerful, but they do not bring you the results you seek. When you want something that you sincerely doubt, it cannot be as long as that doubt is prevalent within you. You have to find a way to shift beliefs before life can change. And beliefs didn't come quickly to you, did they? They came through living of life. But most important, and you've been telling us this, your beliefs did not come because you pulled them out of thin air. Your beliefs came because you witnessed life that made you believe. So when you saw something happening that you did not want to happen, as you observed it and gathered your statistics about it, you came to the conclusion that this is factual, this is evidence, this is truth, this is real. And then you teach one another that it is virtuous to focus upon things that are real. And we say, maybe so in your physical format, but we want you to realize that whatever you are focusing upon is training you into a habit of thought. That's all a belief is. It's just a habit of thought. It's a thought you keep thinking. So when you train yourself into a habit of thought that is not a match to anything close to what you would want to live, you've set up a cross current in your vibrational frequency. You want it this way, but you expect it this way. And we want to say to you that your expectations, you didn't get them immediately. You got them by listening, by watching the television commercials, by speaking to the people that were surrounding you. You came to the vibrational habits of thought that you have come to over a long period of time, and they, whether you like it or not, are in most cases more dominant within you than the vibration of your very desire. Which means there are all kinds of things that you want that you are offering a vibration that is different than. So have you noticed that the things that you know you've got handled, you keep handling? And that's because your belief is in that place. So your pattern of thought, your expectation of thought keeps perpetuating the same. The law of attraction, which is the basic law of all that exists, says that the frequency that you are emitting is being constantly matched by others' frequencies that are the same. So when you come to feel the way you feel, and you don't work to think thoughts that cause you to feel differently, then you continue to offer this habit of thought. Don't you know people that sort of had an attitude or a mood or a personality when you knew them as teenagers? And now when you meet up with them again, they're sort of in the same place? Most of you do not change your patterns of belief because most of you perpetuate your patterns of belief through your observation of what is. So what is surrounding you, you observe it, you offer more vibration about it. Law of attraction gives you more like what is, which you observe and offer a vibration about it. So law of attraction gives you more like what is. And then you start saying, my life experience has taught me that what is. This is fact. This is just the way it is. And we say, that may be true. It may be just the way it is, but we want you to understand that just the way it is absolutely changeable, but you can't change just the way it is if you keep observing just the way it is. So then people say, well, how do I not observe just the way it is when just the way it is so everywhere around me because I'm just the way I am? And we say, well, little by little, you visualize a little more or selectively sift a little more diligently. The only way that we know that you could even begin to shift your vibrational patterning is by caring more about the way you feel than you do about the truth or the facts that you are observing. We know your teachers and your parents, those mentors around you said, don't tell me a story. Tell me like it is. And we say, don't tell us like it is. Tell us a story. Tell us the story of the way you want your life to be. Tell the story the way you want it to be until you begin to believe the story. And when you believe the story, your vibration is shifted and the universe will match your story. The universe is matching your vibrational offering. You just didn't. Most of you know that you could offer a vibration that matches what you want. You have believed for a long time that you should offer the story about how it is. Now, many of you, even Jerry and Esther, who really know the power of thought, they have witnessed it endlessly. Still, they can get swept up in the bigness of what is. What is gets your attention. All of your physical senses are cued to help you in observation. What you see with your eyes is a translation of vibration. What you smell with your nose is a translation of vibration. What you feel with your fingertips and hear with your ears and taste with your tongue, you are a veritable vibrational interpreter. We just want you to realize that the true interpretation of vibration that's going on within you is the vibration that is translated through what you call emotion. That's really telling you the story that you want to be aware of. So when you feel negative emotion, what your guidance is telling you is you've got thoughts going on, chronic thoughts going on, and more important, current thoughts in the moment of the emotion going on that are not a match to what you want. In fact, depending upon how strong the negative emotion is, your thoughts are really not a match to what you want. Everything that manifests in your life or anybody else's life that you are observing, everything that manifests is nothing more than, and we don't mean to diminish it because it's wonderful what's going on here, but nothing more than the indication of your vibrational countenance. It's an indicator. Manifestations are indicators of what you've been doing vibrationally, period. So if wonderful things are happening, you've got good indications of the good vibrations you've been offering. If things have been out of control in your life, then you've got manifestations that are indications of what you've been offering vibrationally. You don't go to your gas station when your gauge is on empty and lay your head on the steering wheel in utter despair. Oh, look what I've come to. I'd hoped it would last longer. I just couldn't keep it up. It's an indicator, and you know it's only an indicator, so you don't paste a happy face sticker over it because it's depressing to see it. And you don't usually wait until you're completely out of gas and stranded on the side of the road. You fill it up, don't you? You fill it up, and that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about letting your indicator let you know what your habit of thought has been, and if you're feeling pretty crummy lately, then it's time for a fill-up. If things are sort of not going the way you want them to, it's time to tune up your thoughts. It's time to offer some more deliberate thought. It's time to seek a better attitude. It's time to become more cheerful. But again, we want to say to you, if you're depressed and someone's saying it's time to get more cheerful, we don't really mean it. If you're depressed, what we really want to say to you, it's time for revenge. And we mean that in the nicest way. We want you to realize that it's like you take your rubber raft down to the river's edge, and you, as humans, invariably will turn it upstream and start paddling very hard. And we say, if we were in your rubber raft, we would go with the current. We wouldn't fight the current. And you say, but we must be virtuous. Struggle and hard work, that's what we honor here. Those are the people for whom we make monuments and plaques and really big headstones. And we want you to understand that nothing that you want is upstream. And that every bit of struggle and consternation and determination, all that, I'm going to heal myself, I'm going to make it better, all of that has you focused upstream. We want you to feel the ease of letting go of the struggle. You don't even have to turn your boat around in the stream and begin paddling downstream. Just let go of the oars. The current will turn you. So this workshop really is not about teaching you to go with the stream because you have no choice. You are eternal beings, and who you are has been set into motion for a very long time. This seminar is about asking the question and helping you answer it. Are you going willingly? Are you going toward your natural unfolding willingly? And every time you're mad at somebody, you're going, but you're not going willingly. When you're loving, you're going, and you're going willingly. And you can feel the difference, can't you? When you are a vibrational match to what you're asking for, you feel glorious. The best state of being in all of the universe is to be physically focused, with life having helped you to ask for many things, and the source within you having found vibrational alignment with all that you've asked for, and you be focused in the direction of what you've been asking for, allowing the universe to yield to you through circumstances and events the path for the achievement of all that you are asking for. And you do not need to ever worry about running out of things to want, because contrast will always help you to define more of them. And you do not need to worry about ever not having that feeling of inspiration that is calling you forward, because there will always be that vibrational gap between what life has just helped you to ask for and your achieving of it. We know that you've come forth into this indescribably perfect environment of contrast and variety, so that you can be inspired to your personal preferences and desires, understanding that each desire shoots out of you like a rocket, and that the source within you attaches itself completely to that rocket, and then you have never-ending guidance to let you know where you stand vibrationally in relationship to the rocket you have given birth to. You and the life you're living are the reason your stream is moving as it is. And you and the focus of your thoughts are the reason that you're going or not. So everything about what's happening and everything about how you feel is utterly in your control. But then you say, and we even hear it from Esther from time to time, quite a bit this last month, but Abraham, it's not my fault. We want to help you to understand that with everything that you are living, you are queued up for constant asking for improvement and answers to questions and solutions to problems. It's the way this expanding, never-ending universe works. And if the one small thing that you can gather as a result of us chewing here together today is that every question has an answer, and every problem has a solution, and every answer and solution is right at your fingertips if you could just be solution-oriented and answer-oriented rather than beating the drum of the problem. Then tomorrow, everything not working right on your punch list would begin coming into alignment. You have punch lists of life where there are things that you want to queue up and you want them to be differently. And we want you to understand that you have a team of non-physical and physical beings all queued up, orchestrated, standing ready to do anything and everything that you want, provided you are a vibrational match to it. But no one can buck your current, no matter how cute you are, no matter how sweetly you say the words, and no matter how justified you believe that you are in getting what you want. You got to clean up your vibration. You got to clean up your vibration, which means simply you got to tell a new story. You got to tell the story of your life the way you want it to be, not the way it is. No longer look for sympathy. And you know, if you would stop looking, this is the only thing that we would say to Esther relative to all of this. You can tell her about this later. Point her back to this moment on the recording. Look at the time and tell her to listen back to this, because this is the thing that we most want you to understand. When you are standing in your physical environment and you have turned your punch list over to other mortals, that's where your trouble lies. Do not give your punch list to mortals. Give your punch list to the managers of the universe, because they'll get it for you every single